Hey folks, Mr. Koenig here, broadcasting from home for once. Just want to give you a little bit of refresher on the Nutcracker and the life of Peter Tchaikovsky before you watch any of the Nutcracker. So to start, we're going to check out a little bit about Peter Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky was born and lived in Russia almost his entire life. He was a very famous Russian composer. A lot of folks liked him there. They thought that his music not only was really pretty and really nice, but also reflected some of the nationalism of Russia, kind of representative of the country. Here's a photograph of Tchaikovsky and his family when he was young. That's young Peter when he was only about 8 years old, so around the age of many of you guys at school. When he was that young, he was learning how to play the piano and dabbling in composition, in composing music, writing music. However, his parents thought that he would be better served in a more judicial role, maybe a judge or an attorney, and so they sent him to school for that. But by the time he was in his late teens, he didn't really enjoy that very much. He enrolled himself in the School of Music in Moscow when he was about 17 years old, and I guess the rest is history. I'll show you a couple more pictures of Tchaikovsky when he was a little bit older. On the left, when he was about 20 years old and finishing up his time in the Conservatory of Music, and then on the right when he was a bit older and was working on his composition career. Tchaikovsky wrote lots of pieces of music. He wrote symphonies, he wrote operas, he wrote piano music, and he's probably best known for his ballets. 3 of them, Swan Lake, The Sleeping Beauty, and The Nutcracker, which we're going to get to check out hopefully today. Or if you're watching this from home, maybe you'll check out some videos of the Nutcracker at home. The Nutcracker is a ballet. When we think of ballet, most of the time our minds go to dance, and that is true. Ballet is a way of storytelling using not only music but also dance and other aspects like costumes, sets, and scenery. It doesn't use words, it doesn't use singing, it just uses that movement aspect, which makes it unique to some of the other art forms. When we think of the Nutcracker, a lot of times we think of children dancing, at least in some parts of it. We think of fantasy, of going to the land of sweets, as you can see here in this photograph. In the plot of the story, Clara, or Maria, or Marie, depending on who's telling the story, gets to go to the Nutcracker's magical kingdom, and as a result gets to see all sorts of different types of dancing. It's kind of a ballet inside of a ballet, so to speak. She gets to see snowflakes dancing, hot chocolate, coffee, and all sorts of other types of weirdness going on. But that's all right. In the beginning of the ballet, Marie, Clara, whatever you want to call her, gets a toy Nutcracker from her uncle Drosselmeyer, and at midnight on Christmas Eve, she falls into a big dream where the Nutcracker leads an army of toy soldiers against the evil Mouse King and his little mouse minions. It's quite this extraordinary scene, which is danced typically by children not much older than most of you guys. In the end, she does get to dance with her prince and then return to life as normal. Anyhow, I hope that if you get to watch the Nutcracker in class, that you'll get to enjoy it quite well. If you're at home, you can check on my webpage, and there's all sorts of great videos at your disposal from there, but also let me recommend a couple of things. If you are really, 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 really interested, talk to your parents about a couple things. First and foremost, Google search and find videos on YouTube or Vimeo. Have them help you do that. There's tons and tons of videos. In just a quick search, I found 3 of them. This is a performance by the San Francisco Ballet that we actually have watched a little bit in class. If I zip ahead a little bit, you'll probably recognize some of the dancing and some of the acting. There's another video that I'll place on my webpage from the New York City Ballet. There's one, I can't remember which ballet this was, but again, it's the same music, just different dancing, different costumes, etc. I like this one because you actually get to see the orchestra perform before the ballet begins. The Mariinsky Theater Ballet. And if you're looking for something to do over break, I left you a video of how to draw a Nutcracker.
We're going to draw a Nutcracker.
For Christmas.
Yes, for Christmas. Nutcrackers are really cool, huh?
Yeah.
You ready to start? Got your marker?
Yeah.
I like your hat. Now, the cool thing about this lesson is we're going to draw the Nutcracker without a lot of the details. And then you guys at home can pause the video and add your own details.
I'll zip ahead to where you can see.
And then back up right at the end. Looks like a fish.
The more finished product here.
There you go. And then
So if you want to draw a Nutcracker and bring it in, feel free. I'd love to put some up in the hallway after break. Anyhow, I hope that your holiday break is fruitful, that you do a lot of really great stuff and hang out with friends and family. I hope that maybe you'll get to check out a little bit of the Nutcracker either on here or have Mom and Dad help you find productions that are broadcast on television, maybe on Netflix, maybe at the Red Box, or even the Austin Ballet. So that's all for now. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to send me an email. But here's hoping that you'll enjoy a little bit of the Nutcracker and have fun with that. Take care. Bye-bye.